What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. First off, let me say sorry, because your boy has been super slack on the videos so far this first month for 2020. Not been doing very good at them at all. But anyways, guys, no more slacking off for 2020. 2020, I really got to try to do this and, you know, try to make a thing of this YouTube stuff. So I'm already behind a little bit, but that means I got to catch up and do a couple extra videos throughout the weeks here coming up. But that's okay, I can do that, no problem. Especially once daylight saving time goes back to where it gets dark at like 9 o'clock. That'll be a lot better because I can actually film during the day after work too. But guys, if you can't tell by the title and thumbnail of this video, today we're gonna be getting into some stuff with the Mustang, like what plans I have with it next. And there's 3 different things I wanna do, but I'm just kinda having trouble deciding on what I wanna do. So with that being said, let's get this video started. I'm gonna go up to the shop and finish up the rest of this video because I got some stuff I wanna check on the car anyways. So let's get it started. Tell you what, I got one squeaky door. Oh yeah, she's looking beautiful. Here in the sun, getting her tan on. Actually went out to Cars and Coffee this morning, so the car is decently clean. It's not too bad. It got a little dirty on the way out there. The roads were a little wet this morning, but other than that, looking pretty good. Almost forgot, got to get a cold start. Sounding good. True horsepower. Oh man. That's that carb swap life. Come on. There you go. I told you guys the cold starts on this thing aren't that great. It doesn't like to run very well, but once it gets warmed up, perfectly fine. Yep, she's a ripper. Also during this video, guys, if you see like a little bit of a flickering of a light, if you see the lights flickering a little bit, it's not anything wrong with the camera or nothing. I got LED lights in the shop, and the LED lights sometimes play a little trouble with the camera shutter and stuff. But anyways, if it starts doing that, you know, just bear with me. Okay guys, so I'm kind of in a little bit of a dilemma here. There's 3 things I would really like to do to the Mustang, like I said earlier in the video, but I can probably only afford one. Because with tax money coming in and tax returns and stuff like that, I usually do pretty good on tax returns. So one of the things I really would like to do to the car is boost it, put a turbo kit on it, an on-3 turbo kit, you know, blow through carburetor, and you know, just basic setup, and remove the AC and stuff. Get the hood popped here. Open up the hood for all these horsepowers. So if I did go boost, like I said, I'd have to change the carburetor because that's not a blow through carb. But what I would do honestly is if I go that route, I'm gonna go full race car, you know, no AC, remove the AC off of the, you know, every bit of AC line off of it. May even remove the power steering and go with a manual rack instead of having a power steering rack, just go with a manual rack. Mainly for the reasons for that is just to clean the engine bay up, just have room so I can work on it a lot easier. Because like I say, if you go with the turbo kit, you'll have the crossover pipe that goes underneath all this stuff over to the other hot side, and you know, hooks into the turbo, which would be right here. And of course the turbo kit I would be going with is what most people go with for the Fox bodies and the SN95 is usually the on-3 turbo kit. And I would probably go with the smaller turbo, you know, 67 millimeter, I think is their smallest option, which would be a perfect fit for the car. Anything over that, I don't think the car needs. Like I say, it is a stock block car, and if I pushed it as far as I would want to go is honestly probably about 500 to the tire. And even doing that 500 to the tire, I'd be really worried about the T5 Transits in it. Don't get me wrong, the T5 that's in there has held up to some serious abuse, and I'm really surprised with that. But so I'm still in the thinking process on either going, you know, with the boost or not. is still kind of, you know, pandering through my mind. But if I did do boost on the car, it wouldn't be that much boost, maybe 5-10 pounds max, and just a manual boost controller, nothing crazy. And if I did go boost, guys, of course I would, you know, I get everything I need to go with it. As far as, you know, fuel pressure, the fuel pressure will be fine. Like I say, a blow-through carburetor has annular boost pressure stuff in it to where whenever it adds, you know, the more boost it has, the more fuel it adds, which I can adjust that anyway. And of course, guys, if I did go boost, I would take and go with, you know, everything I need as far as, you know, wideband O2 sensors to be able to keep up with my air-fuel ratios. But of course, I mentioned dynoing it a bunch of times before, and I really still would like to dyno this thing before I ever do anything else to it, just to see what it puts down the way it sits right now. So yeah, guys, boost is one option that I would really like to go with. Even on the stock block, I think it'll hold up pretty good. Like I say, the motor's been doing really well, and even if it blows up, I have a spare block anyway. And the second thing I would like to do to it, guys, would be a 347 stroker. I'd keep the heads that I have, and I'd probably put my bigger camshaft, my bigger Lunati camshaft that I have back in the car. And, you know, just to, you know, I got that extra cubic inches, I can flow that little bit extra air. The E303 cam performs really well with these heads and intake and carb, but I think it would perform really, really good if I stroked it and had a 347 stroker, even maybe a 363. But that being said, guys, if I did stroke it, I would take and leave everything in here that as is. You know, I'd probably, if I took the engine out, of course, I'd do a lot more cleaning up. I might even spray under the hood to keep it a little bit, you know, get it a little bit newer looking, because it is, you know, you can tell it's used under here. You can tell it's got some miles on it. But I would keep the AC, keep the power steering, and, you know, keep all the accessory pulleys and all that stuff, and just run it as normal, you know, just naturally aspirated. And that is the second thing that I'd really like to do. Not much explanation has to go into that one, because, you know, it's just a stroker kit. And, you know, knock on wood, the car's been doing pretty good. And like I say, if I went 347 stroker kit, I would also want to do a battery relocation kit, take and move the battery out from under here and maybe to the trunk. That way, if I put it in the trunk, you know, it's not noticed, and just cleans up the engine bay a lot, and get rid of some of these wires that's around in here, you know, just to give it a much cleaner look. Not that it doesn't look good now. I mean, it looks pretty good, but it always could look better. And that is definitely the second thing that I would like to do to the car. And it would actually probably be one of the cheaper mods, because I actually do already have the block, I already have the heads, I already have a camshaft, I already have, you know, lifters, the whole top end stuff. The only thing I'd have to do is the bottom end and buy a crank kit and rotate an assembly, and that's it. I mean, that would be it. So it'd be pretty cheap to 347 stroker it, and that's, you know, I'm leaning that way. But then again, if I boost it, I can make a lot more power with less effort, you know what I'm saying? So number 2 is definitely going to be the 347 stroker kit. And last but not least, guys, dude, I can't talk. Every time I film a YouTube video, it feels like I'm having a baby stroke. Like my tongue stops working, my brain stops working. I feel half retarded. No offense to any retarded people out there. It's just a word. Anyways, guys, number 3 on my list is definitely gonna be the cosmetic side. Now, the car, I like the way the car looks, don't get me wrong, I really do. But I would like to change it up a little bit, because it's been this way for 3+ years now. I would actually really like to take and put a spoiler on this car, and put the Saline, the S281 spoiler or whatever, but the Saline wing, pretty much what 4.6 Chris has on his car, if y'all guys know who I'm talking about. Anyways, I like 4.6 Chris and watching his videos, so shout out to you, bro. But yeah, I would definitely do the spoiler, and then I would change the hood, and I'd probably even change the wheels. I would take and go with the probably the 2.5-inch Cobra R cowl hood. I really like those hoods, and actually it would be able to help me to get a bigger breather on this car, because the breather that's on here is really small and restrictive, and also the filter gets stopped up really quickly just because the breather is so small. And also it might add a little bit of horsepower too, because like I say, the breather, I mean, it's probably plenty enough for how much horsepower the car makes now, but if I could pick up 2 to 3 horsepower just off a bigger breather and bigger air filter, pull in a little bit more air, you know, it always is a plus, because this thing is really not that big. Like, I got little hands and I can reach all the way across it. It's really not that big.
That's what she said.
And if I changed the wheels on it, I would probably go with a, gosh, probably, I really like the SVE wheels, the SVE, what is it, the Series 3. I like those wheels. I thought about going all black and changing the look up, you know, just to all black, murdered out, black out the little red tinted lights right here, because the tail lights are actually already done that way. I've been needing to do that anyways to those, but just haven't yet. and then just, like I say, just have the car all blacked out, the interior black, wheels black, you know, just murdered out. And I would even take and get these tips either powder coated or flat black or something, you know, just to have the tips black. I thought about doing that, just going, you know, with some different appearance mods, maybe even going with some Cobra side mirrors, and also getting the windows retinted. I know you can't really tell in videos, but if you guys can see this right here, the window tint's actually peeling up in certain spots, like right here. And the back is actually not as good as it looks on camera. Like up here, you can tell how it's kind of bubbly. And it doesn't look too bad, but it's not that great. So yeah, guys, I really don't know what I should do. I mean, I'm kind of in a pickle, like deciding which one. I'm pretty indecisive anyway. Like, I'll have something that I want to do, and then I'll change my mind, and I'll change my mind again, and then change it back again. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are like that too with your cars, but you know, I just don't know. Like, it's right there, like what I want to do, I just haven't decided yet. So if you guys could help me out and leave a comment down below on what you think I should do. You know, should I go with the appearance mods? Should I go with more appearance mods and make the car look better? Should I take and go with the boost and make more power, or go NA and, you know, make more power with the stroker kit? I'm sure I could take and do any of them that, you know, as far as cost effective, like I'll probably be able to afford it. Like, I should be able to, no problem. But with that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for me in today's video. I really hope you liked this video, and if you did like the video, be sure to smash the like button down below. And if you're new here, guys, be sure to search around my channel, watch my other videos, and consider subscribing. You know, if you do subscribe, hit that notification bell and stay up to date with all the videos. It really helps out my channel, and really, you know, seeing those subscribers come in each day, each week, you know, keeps me positive and, you know, keeps me wanting to do this. But that is gonna do it for me, and until next time, we'll see you later.